Hi everybody, alisamurray here. Hi my sweet lifers. Today I'm hanging out with Carl.
How's it going, guys?
Doing our two chef show, sharing what we know. And today, Carl, we're going to make a gorgeous cheesy corn chowder.
Man,
you know?
I love chowders.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing.
I love clam chowder too.
And the yummy
I'm
goodness
telling you
right
what,
there.
right there. Lots of great herbs from the garden as well. And it's really easy. So I went ahead and prepped a bunch of this stuff for us so we already had it ready to go. I've gone ahead and diced and cooked some Yukon Gold potatoes. And then I've chopped up everything. So the first thing we're going to want to do is I want you to take a stick of butter. You know, we're all about...
Yeah, gotta have butter.
We're all about heart healthy, aren't we?
Yeah, exactly.
Hope my cardiologist is not watching the show. Anyway, we're going to put that butter in this pot. And in this pot, I'm going to add approximately 1 large onion diced. And I'm going to add as well to this some celery. And I actually included the little leaves in it. I like those.
Okay.
I think they're kind of cool. They make it nice whenever you're doing chowder. So I've got that. And I'm going to give this to you.
All right.
I want you to melt those down on the stovetop.
Got it.
And then in the meantime, I'm going to get everything else prepped up. Once we get those sweated, then I'm going to add in all the other ingredients. So we'll be right back. Okay, so all of those vegetables have sweated down in that lovely butter. I'm going to pull that off the stove, Carl, for just 1 second for me. And this is what I love about this recipe, guys. This is one of those recipes, if you have a crock pot or one of those Instapots, I guess, you could do it in an Instapot and leave it, and then it'd be ready for your family whenever you come home from work. But I like to make it on the stovetop, and I like to keep it on the back burner on simmer, and then I let it simmer for, you know, as long as you want it to. You could literally make this in the morning or right after lunch and let this thing simmer and just keep checking it. If you need to add a little stock to it, whatever, just keep checking it. And then it's ready for supper. And
As long as you don't burn things like these, right? The longer you do it, it's like
the better it is,
right?
Yeah.
So,
and this recipe is really good. I take those containers that we get from the restaurants, and probably some from your restaurant, and you pack it in there, and then stick it in the refrigerator. This is great warmed over. It's one of those great lunches the next day, especially if you take to work. So. Easy, easy, easy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour into this mixture some stock. Yep.
Okay.
So I'm going to pour in some stock. And you told me one time how much is in here. This is yeah, I think it was last week. 2 pounds, 32 ounces.
32 ounces. So
how many cups is this? Just so they know.
4 cups.
So 4 cups of stock. And then I'm going to add 2 cups of milk. And I'm using whole milk.
Is there any other?
Well, you know, there's cream.
Well, yeah,
you could go there too.
Yeah, you could.
All right, and then I'm going to add 1 cup of sour cream.
Man.
You know it. But just the ingredients
it's
alone.
Good, man. It's
just the
good.
ingredients alone, you know it can't go wrong.
I mean, you
cannot go wrong with this recipe.
You almost don't have to cook this.
It's good stuff. All right, let me see. You'll grab me a little towel back there so I can get that cleaned up off of me. Now I'm going to add about, I think this was approximately like 4 potatoes, you know. So just eyeballing it, it looks like about maybe 3 cups, 2 cups of potatoes. You're not, again, this is one of those recipes.
It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be exact with that.
No.
It's preference on the stuff.
I do want them diced. I do want them cooked.
Right.
Right? Just to make it easy for yourself. This is 2 cans of shoe peg corn. Now I love shoe peg corn. Shoe peg corn is my favorite corn to use, and I use it in that cornbread that you love so good. Okay. This is my go-to. So this is 2 cans of the shoe peg corn, and it's just really nice for cornbread. It's also nice for corn chowder. You could use it. Listen, if you guys have got corn on the cob, the other thing too, this is leftover ham. So what I've done, instead of buying a little diced ham already done, and you could use that if you have it, I made a ham a couple of days ago. And I've made my grandmother Nana's macaroni and cheese with cream and ham and butter and all the same wonderful goodness. And I've used this as part of that ham as well. So this is about 2 cups of ham diced.
So if you have leftover ham or stuff like that, boom, this is one of the dishes you can make, right?
Easy, breezy. So I'm going to stir that sour cream in just a little bit to get it kind of moved around a tad. And then what I'm going to do to this is I'm going to add my favorite thing, garlic. And I actually poured off some of the minced garlic, and I'm going to put that liquid in there. So it's a lot of garlic. And again, you don't like garlic, don't put garlic. You like a little bit of garlic, put a little bit of garlic. But I like a lot of garlic.
Keep vampires and mosquitoes away.
Yes, we've learned about the mosquitoes. Now I've got in here some parsley that I just pulled from the Sweet Life garden out there, chopped up. And I've also got some thyme from the Sweet Life garden. And I'm going to pull that thyme into there and just pull it the opposite direction of the way it grows.
I love thyme. I use thyme in a few dishes, but yeah, it's
really beautiful.
Man.
Brightens everything up. And I'll let you, if you want to, that is some sharp cheddar cheese and a lot of it. So just pour all that in there.
Yummy goodness.
Yeah, just dump it all in. I added a little bit of that Mexican cheese because I didn't have as much sharp cheddar as I thought, but you can use as much or a combination. If you've got some Gruyere, if you've got some other kind of cheese that you want to try to use. In fact, the other thing you could do, just as a side, if you've got some of that whipped herbed cream cheese, okay? Let's just assume in the refrigerator you have a couple of those little things that are getting ready to expire. Just take it and scoop it out and stick it in here. That'll just get rid of it, and it'll make good use of it, and it'll make it good. If you make it really good and everybody loves it, you might have a little bit of difficulty actually
keeping it,
duplicating that recipe, because you'll forget which one of those cream cheeses that you used. And so that's it. Oh, one more thing. Grab that pepper, Carl. Big old handful of pepper is what makes this right. And what I want you to do is just put a big old, what would be maybe 2 heavy tablespoons.
Okay.
Big old handful. Yep, that's perfect. All right, so now this, guys, is going to go on the stove. Like I said, it's going to go out there to simmer for about an hour. I'd say an hour. It doesn't have to if you don't want to. But, and there's a lot of these cute little leaves, these thyme leaves. I want to get all of those in there because that's good stuff. All right, now I'm going to stir this in, and we're just going to put this on low on the back burner until the cheese is melted and everybody's gotten married together, and it'll be ready to eat. So we'll be back to you shortly after it's all done. We'll see in a little bit. Okay, guys, so that chowder has had a chance to be simmering on the stove for about an hour now, and it's ready to be eaten, and we're going to put it in a bowl and show you what it looks like. So, Carl, if you'll pull that off the stove for me. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Everything's married together, all that sour cream and cheese and butter and yum, yum, yum. It's beautiful. So, it smells so good. Merciful heavens. Whoo, woo. It smells good. All right. Let's see. I don't think there's anything better than some corn chowder and some ham. Potatoes. That's a full meal, guys. Yeah. Now, if you want to, you could sprinkle some more cheese. You could also toast up some French toast and do like a little French loafy thing, baguette, and dip it in there. Yummy goodness.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, looks like you're wanting to try that.
I can't even focus right now. It's like, wow, I'm like, when are we gonna eat this?
Yeah, it smells so good. Oh, we need to have smell-o-vision, guys. I wish we did.
Yeah.
But the technology we have, though, sometime soon we just might. Who knows? Listen, that is an absolutely beautiful chowder. I hope that you guys have found some value in this, and if you have, do us a favor, like and share, and don't forget to ring that bell. So that you're notified each week when we drop another episode, and we'll see you soon on the channel. Take care.